idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's last tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight. Didn't lose your mind. Squad, I'm dead. 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 Squad.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The running game will be a focus today. The Jags have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going against the Vikings, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Gun now on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. That was second down run for Murray. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On third down, Murray. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion.
All right, now look at Mrs. Leopard. Leopard. Here we go now. Ooh, Leopard. Leopard.
They'll drop the throw. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Well, he's picking up where he left off last week. A tackle for loss there, and remember, coming off the end a week ago, 4 of them.
And I like how you said picking up, because that means he's probably using his hands really well. I know people don't think about it a whole lot. He's got to use those to control the people trying to block him, shed them, and get to the ball carrier in the offensive backfield.
He'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Bridgewater going with a screen for Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a give. This is Murray. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And avoids the contact by sliding. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. The swing pass caught. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that kind of loss of yards, that is usually an error by the guy carrying the ball. At the 1 yard line, you can't get too fancy there. You just got to try and plow forward and get what you can.
It's just a disaster. You go back to the 6 after you were at the 1. Again, it's Murray. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard. Line. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's brought down. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving? On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danielle Hunter in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. 3
They're going to look to throw. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds Hearns left side. 11 more on that one and another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Gone.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Linval Joseph with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run here. It's Murray. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. The offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Jaguars on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll lead here to a third down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency now.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 2nd up in Seattle. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Let's go. Tiger.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On second down, here's Fournette. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. And Myers able to knock it through, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a third field goal for him now, and he's accounted for all 9 of their points thus far.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we say it so often, field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
And out now come the Vikings. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Shift together here from the D-line. They go with Murray again. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go. Tiger.
To throw is Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible, allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
To throw, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they give this time to the tailback. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Give him 30 yards there.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, it can be a thankless job sometimes, but they'll be thanking their kicker here. That's now 4 field goals for him. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has, but this offense is going to need to find its rhythm because it's going to take more than field goals to win this football game.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Bridgewater to throw it. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Murray. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. 2nd down, Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They'll try to right side with Murray, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. His throw incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now let's go.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle, and the Bucs having little problem in that one. They've just opened the lead a bit further. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And they will take a knee here. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Victory formation time for the Vikings.